All right. I think we are live. Waiting on Chad. If you guys are in here, waiting on Chad to hop on as well. Thought we'd give a little quick little afternoon stream or a little evening stream after market close. Let's see. Bringing this guy in here. There we go. There we go. You are muted. Press Alt-A on your microphone. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, let me know. What's going on, Richard? How you doing, man? I hope you guys can hear me. I don't see why you couldn't hear me, but Google or YouTube was telling me you couldn't hear me. So if you guys have audio issues, let us know. But yeah, so we wanted to do a quick NIO stream. Good, we can hear you. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Chris. Fernando, what's going on? Welcome back. So NIO did an absolute wrecking today on the entire market. A lot of people were kind of panicking. We had a few comments in the comment section asking about it.
Yeah, lots of panic today.
Yeah, so we can hear you. Thank you. Perfect. Sounds good. How you doing, Anthony? Jonah? Richard? Chris? Sounds good. Perfect. But yeah, a very great day in the market. If you guys can, as you can see, everything was red today. NIO's still going down after hours. You know, it was not pretty. So
yeah.
Was not
good
pretty.
Good buying day though, possibly.
Yeah.
Bought it.
Yeah.
I bought a little bit. I didn't want to buy a bunch in case it kept going, but yeah.
Right.
I bought.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys how you guys did today. Did you guys your guys' portfolios up? Were they down? Were they in and around? How'd they do? I know there was like Apple and Microsoft did pretty good today.
Apple. Yeah, let me see. Apple finished up today 1.8%. Yeah, Microsoft was up 0.8%. I mean, I'm in American Express. That was up 0.5%. Nothing exciting,
right.
But yeah, Microsoft and Apple up, decent when a lot of stuff was down. So that's
right. What the heck is going to happen, Debbie? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people, nobody knows for sure. So nobody could have really predicted the fact that we were going to be down 10%, damn near 9% today. There's a lot of things going on between tensions between China and
Taiwan.
I almost said Vietnam again. Taiwan. The RSI. If we look at the year to date, we can year to date. Year to date is what we go off of. We can see that the RSI was way up here in this last month and a half. So this pullback is kind of common. Like we knew this was going to happen. We're back down towards 50, so it'll be interesting to see if we reach the bottom of this. If we look at the last month, we're well below the 30, and we haven't hit that in quite a while. So, I mean, in a very long time, it would have been clear back here in May when we hit it. So I'm kind of hoping this is the bottom of this dip, and that we might see a turnaround in the next day or two. Fingers crossed, hopefully.
Yep.
That's pretty much what we can do.
Yeah, Nate, like you said, classic NIO pullback, not worried. Yeah, if you're holding long term, then this pullback, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But yeah.
Had to buy an option today when it hit 48. Wasn't expecting to hit high 45s. Yeah, I don't think anybody was. I was hoping it would hold the 50s.
No.
And then
I was expecting
back.
I was expecting like a 3% pullback, like I've been saying for a while. I was not expecting 9%,
right? Exactly,
8% or whatever.
Exactly.
Go ahead. It's you go.
I'm gonna grab a link real quick.
All right, you sold everything at 53 and then buy back in at 46. Yeah, I mean that worked out pretty good for you then. Yeah. Concerned with Chinese government and stocks listed in the West. I mean, there's been talked about concerns for a while. I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah. We should have a bounce with upcoming Power Day. I mean, we'll see. It's not like anything that's been hyped up like crazy. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Power Day gives us a little bit more of a drive. But we'll find out to see if it takes us up. So Let's see here.
Yeah,
Good
the
things. I make my profile. I sold at 53 now. So you did that's Fernando. Honestly, like if I would have known this was gonna pull back at 55, like I could have looked at the RSI and I knew it was gonna pull back, but I wasn't expecting this drop. I would have sold too, but hell yeah, brother, good deal. That's awesome that you sold out.
Yeah, the DD listing. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I haven't looked super into detail about that, but I guess they're concerned about data and stuff, so we'll see what happens with that.
So I think DD's completely way oversold right now. I mean, obviously, beside all the crap coming out, I think this would be a possible, this is not financial advice, but I think it's a possible chance to maybe buy some shares and ride it back up.
Right.
Just based on looking at the RSI. So
if you guys haven't yet, you should hit that like button. Helps the stream out a lot. Yeah, I'm expecting some kind of buyback at some point. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow. Or if it's going to pull back a little bit more or not. Than where we are now.
Richard, problem is the intervene after. That's my concern. Like, I don't know why this wasn't a thing beforehand. Like, why is it just now coming out that there was issues? I don't know why this wasn't solved before the listing, and now it completely trashed the stock. So,
yeah. I mean, you have a point.
But
if you want into it, hey, you could get yourself a hell of a discount if you think it's still gonna go, do really good. Stupid discount right now.
Right. So yeah, it's definitely not looking good. Definitely NIO is. Like I said, we had a lot of people in the comment section today, kind of like freaking out a little bit, like what the hell's going on, which, it is what it is. So,
yeah, I mean, I just said it in the video we just recorded, which I guess you haven't seen yet, but we are up. If you look back at like May, I think it was 13th or something, when we were down at like $31, we are up. Before this pullback the last couple of days, we are up like over 70% in a month and a half. Like it's gone up over 70%. So that's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, there's got to be a pullback at some point. But it's just funny, like, it goes up 70% and then the stock pulls back 8% and everyone freaks out. It's just funny how that works.
Right.
It's like you're still up like 60%, like, or 55% or so. Like.
So let's see here. So from the low of $31, at least according to Google, $31.22, we're still up 47%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's going up like crazy. So yeah, there's got to be a pullback, like we've said before with the RSI. It was way up there.
Right. And then from the top of $53, let's zoom in and see if it gets me to the higher. Yeah, so 54.68 is where Google is saying the high point is. To where we're at now, it is game, please. It is a 15% decrease. So we're down 15% from where we were at, just the other day. So again, it is a typical pullback, a massive run up. So like,
yeah, you're still up like 55%. So
yeah, so I mean, we were up 70% at the high. Up 70%. So I mean, it is a little bit of a correction. That's it is what it is. If we look at the 6-month chart from the correction, 13%. So it's kind of just mixed answers on how you go about it. But 10 to 15% pullback, it is what it is. So again, I'm hoping. Go ahead.
I was just gonna go to the comments.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go for it.
Richard, you bought more NIO today. I did as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably did. If not, then you just hold. But I'm hoping, since we're on the low end of the RSI, within the last month, we're on the low end. I'm kind of hoping we're at the bottom of this pullback. So
Yep.
Only one way to go.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. It would be nice if the NIO Power Day, was some kind of bigger catalyst than I think it's going to be, or maybe they release some, fantastic news about, some innovations or their, long-term plans or something, or
well, with them releasing
for next year or something,
with CICC coming out, raising their price target, saying, hey, next year they're going to deliver 70,000 vehicles of the ET7. This year they're going to do 100,000 vehicles. Like, to me, that is like huge news. Like, why would If the whole market was not down today, NIO would have been positive. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Just on the raised price target alone, it probably would have been up just on that. But there was a lot of good stuff coming out that we're gonna be making videos on too.
Right. I hope I can have more money in my pocket to invest more, but right now I'm trying to make some money to grow my profit. So, wish me a good luck. It's my first time investing. Yeah, Fernando, good luck. The only thing I would say is don't invest on emotion. Try to keep that, try to keep your emotion aside. Depends on what kind of investor you are. If you're a day trader, that's different. If you're a long-term player, you just got to look at these days and just close your portfolio and just come back next week and look. It just depends on the kind of investor that you are. Yeah, so it's like Rich is saying, to me it seems like all the good news that we get from NIO, it just obviously the stock feels like it just goes down, but clearly sometimes the news doesn't really drive that. Yeah, they had great reporting from CICC, but then obviously that's not going to drive it up today, considering there's tensions between China and Taiwan. So,
exactly.
But then again, the U.S. is really good at fear mongering too. So
that's what I was gonna say. There was more crap coming out about a market crisis and crap like that. So yeah, they're just trying to really push that fear right now.
Well, I did see an article that the number of job postings has gone up, according to the reports, that the U.S. job openings are open, but nobody's applying for these jobs because they're making too much money off the government. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why you go to freaking McDonald's, Lowe's, just every place that I feel like every place that I'm going to has a hiring sign. Everywhere.
Yeah. For sure.
I took my son to go get his hair cut, and there was only 2 stylists in there because they didn't have any more stylists. They couldn't get people to come in to get a job. So
I mean, I talked about it before, but the trash company for where I live, they were having issues keeping up with the trash, the pickups, because they couldn't hire anyone. Nobody wanted to work.
Right.
But yeah.
Jonah, there's rising tensions between China and Taiwan about possible war and
there's just a bunch of fear going on about some possible war, and then the US would step in and back Taiwan, and it's just all this nonsense.
Yeah, it's a big Johnson contest, if you want to say it like that, is what I feel like everything in this world is going to right now. Who's got the biggest Johnson? Can't fill low paying positions. I agree to that. You can't fill low paying jobs considering inflation's going through the roof. But that's where this thing comes into, what do you do? How do you handle a situation like that? And there's still even good paying jobs that are. My wife she's an RN, and she's actually a manager of her office, and she's looking for some kind of management, some kind of manager to help her with the office, and she can't get anybody for that job either. So it's like a lose-lose. She said there's only 2 people apply, and 2 people aren't qualified. So
yeah, it's a lot. It's not just low paying stuff. It's higher paying stuff too. Because in the last week, I've gotten 2 emails from recruiters, for jobs.
Trying to headhunt, man. Trying to headhunt.
It's literally everything. It's not just McDonald's employees and stuff.
Ryan, where's the next support for NIO? We think it's the 45 is going to be a solid support. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We thought 50 was going to be the support, but it broke through that like a piece of glass. So we're kind of hoping that 45 is a solid hold. It did kind of get close to it down here on the 7th. Well, today. I guess today is the 7th. So hopefully she kind of holds there. That's what we're predicting. But we could be wrong. On technical analysis, is there an indicator that could predict this? I mean, not real. I mean, aside from just the RSI being absolutely crazy.
Right.
I don't know. Depending on, I feel like if you're looking for patterns in in charts, you can use that, but don't use that pattern as a way to validate something being right or wrong. So like some people are like, oh, Head and Shoulders, or we had one of our members in the Discord was talking about a death cross pattern. I've never heard of death cross pattern, but apparently that's a pattern. And then there's the bull flag pattern and a whole bunch of other patterns. I'm sure there's like a staircase and a triple bottom. Like you just don't look for specific patterns, I think, to validate you being right or wrong. Me personally, I'm looking at the RSI, you know, based on what it's doing. When it's normally high, it pulls back. When it's low, it shoots up. We see this multiple times over and over and over. I mean, you can see way down here, and you know, we see that it's clearly below the RSI, way undersold, and every single time it's down here, it shoots up. Down here, it shoots up. So, and again, right here, right in this big run up, you know, we were down in the low 30s or upper 30s, low 40s, and then it just ran up. And then this is where we saw this big bull run over the last week, and then it ran all the way up here into almost 90 on the RSI, and then now we're back at 24, and that's where the big pullback is. So
I follow more of the RSI than any other kind of pattern that you could possibly see, because no matter what the chart's doing, someone's made up a you know a pattern for it. So
right, exactly.
I follow more of the RSI because that's more usually what actually happens.
Right. GamerX, was I right about my Dogecoin prediction? I honestly don't remember what I'm assuming your prediction was that it was going to crash. I think that's what your prediction was. It's definitely down, just like all the other cryptos in the whole sector. The bad thing about Dogecoin is that it's still run by Elon. So like that thing literally does whatever Elon wants it to do. So if Elon wants it to go up, he's going to tweet a picture of Dogecoin and it's going to go up 10% real quick and then crash. But I still believe that Dogecoin will be a long-term winner. It's just all of crypto right now is not looking real pretty. So
yep. Like we said before with that stuff, you got to know when to get in and out.
Right.
And you can make good profits.
Kind of wondering, since it's down almost 9%, could it drop a little bit more tomorrow and the next week make a comeback? What do you guys think? It's hard telling. You know, a lot of people are looking forward to NIO Power Day. So, you know,
I don't think it's going to be.
I don't think it is either.
It's not getting. You know, there's not a bunch of news articles about it. It's not, you know, being put out there like crazy. So I don't really think it's going to be a catalyst really at all.
Right.
But could be wrong. But I don't really think it's going to be.
So kind of keep an eye on that. I'm going to have to go start my lasagna, man. I'm having lasagna for dinner tonight. Got to go put that in the oven. So I don't really see it being much of I see it being some kind of bump, but not like a crazy catalyst like earnings or anything like that.
I see it more possibly. I don't really see it going up before Power Day. I see it more of it possibly going up after Power Day, like if they release something good.
Right.
You know, right. I don't really see it going up, you know, because of Power Day.
But I kind of feel like after days like today, normally we see some kind of green day afterwards.
Yeah, usually there's a buyback. It's either going to continue to go down, which, you know, obviously, hopefully the 45 support holds, or there's going to be a pretty good buyback.
Right.
You know, because it obviously pulled back pretty good over the last however many, you know, days.
Right.
Last week or whatever, it's down 15%. So, yeah.
Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it does.
It's usually a buyback. I mean, with the RSI so low, you would think it's getting down to that 50, which is where you want it to be.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like that doesn't lie to us. So,
no, I mean, it doesn't. It's if you look, besides the correction, if you look at the RSI, it always usually stays between 50 and 70. So when you get down to 50, it usually goes back up to 70 and so on. Besides the correction, it kind of stayed in between 30 and 50. But alone, like set that aside, pretty much.
Right.
It always is between 50 and 70. So anytime it goes above 70, you know there's going to be a pullback.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, it's just what happens all the time. So I mainly look at RSI versus any other kind of random pattern you could throw out there.
Right.
especially long-term stuff. Maybe in more like day trading or swing trading stuff, it would make more sense to look at that kind of patterns, but it's not really what I do.
Right.
And things for the long term. So.
Down under 20K on the day. That's unfortunate, DJ. Let us know how it works out for you, though. Hopefully tomorrow treats you better. I know, again, we know a lot of stuff was down today. You know, a lot of pullback on a lot of things. So I'm kind of hoping tomorrow treats us real nice. Treat us real nice. That's what we need.
Richard, next huge NIO catalyst is 8-1 delivery of 10,000 plus. That would be
fantastic. I think they're going to hit. I think we're going to be in like the 9,500s in July, and then we'll see 10,000 in August.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if we'll hit it this month, but you never know.
Yeah, just try to keep realistic, but yeah, I would love to see 10,000. Would love to see it. Now they did report that they had over 10,000. What was it? Did they say 10,000 pre-orders or deliveries or something ready to be shipped? Or something like that. Is in one of the articles we were reading. So that could come into play this month as well. So
that was CCIV.
No, I was looking at NIO. There's a NIO article about it. Kevin, I hope the U.S. comes, or NIO comes to the U.S. in 2023. I think that's my prediction.
Yeah, you said.
Did I say 2023?
Because I said that I thought they would be in next year, but then you said you probably thought the following year because, which I now agree with. I think they should spend the rest of this year and next year focusing on expanding into Europe, because the European market for EVs is a hell of a lot bigger than the U.S.
Exactly.
So, I think it would make sense if they're in it by 2023 instead of next year.
Exactly. So hopefully, I'm hoping we get some good news on that next year about entering the U.S. because I think that'll be another massive catalyst for the stock.
Richard, you said the death cross is like where the long-term moving average crosses the short-term. Yeah, we looked at that, and with NIO, it doesn't. Unless I was looking at it wrong, it doesn't really work out like that for NIO. It does for some other stocks. If you look at like the 200 moving day average versus I believe is the 50-day moving average, or what was it?
I mean, I don't know if you consider this to be a death cross where they crossed.
Right, but yeah, after they crossed, it still went up like another double what it already did. So
right,
it doesn't really work out unless we're looking at it wrong. But I mean, yeah, doesn't really work out for NIO. It does kind of for some other stocks, but yeah, not for NIO.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. My stop loss kicked in halfway where my shares are sold at 48 and 50. I mean, you're still sitting really good considering the fact that we're on almost 45. So hopefully that works in for you, or you can kind of do something with that then, Brock. Hopefully it all works out for you. If AMC didn't crush me so bad this week, I'd be loading up on NIO. Yeah. So with AMC, I don't know how I'm starting to feel about this one. I'm kind of starting to feel like we're starting to consolidate with this one. So just like GameStop was. So what'd you say?
I think it's more. I think we were consolidating the last month. I think we're past consolidating now, and I think starting to sell off a little bit. Yeah, which because a lot of people they said that as long as it held in the 50s, they were gonna keep holding. Because we saw it with GameStop, it ran up, pulled back, and then consolidated for a month or two, and then it went back up. After sitting sideways for a month, but now I felt like that was going to happen with AMC. We were going to go back up, but right now we're going the opposite up. So I think if it keeps going like this, people are going to start panic selling like crazy, more than they already are. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, that's what we saw, was that the death cross can reflect a drop, but what we just showed it.
I don't know if that would be considered a death cross, but
right. Yeah,
we might many different moving averages too.
Right. Maybe unless we're just looking at it wrong, but when it crossed, like NIO still went up, I don't know, 30%, 25% after they crossed. So if you would have sold, if you would have looked at that as a death cross and you sold because of that, then you would have missed out on a lot of money. So, again, unless we're looking at it wrong, we could possibly be looking at it wrong because honestly, didn't even hear about it until today.
Right. Exactly. I'm gonna go start my lasagna real quick. I'll let you keep this up. If you guys aren't subbed to the channel yet, hit that sub button and hit that like button. It helps support the video. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Brock with stop losses. I used to do stop losses all the time, but I don't do them anymore because they've honestly just kind of screwed me over more than anything. At least with long-term plays, I don't do stop losses. If I'm in some sketchy thing, then I might do a stop loss, but if I'm in some sketchy thing, I'm also just staring at it, my computer screen, as well. So, yeah. Wondering if NIO can achieve 10,000 deliveries this year alone. Surprised CCIV price prediction didn't bring NIO in the green. Yeah, so I think they'll definitely hit. My prediction is August they'll do 10,000. But if not, I mean, they'll definitely hit it in Q4, 10,000 a month for sure. And if the market in general wasn't, kind of crap today, the news with CCIV would have definitely made this be positive. Probably. I mean, with the 70,000 that they predict of ET7 sales next year alone, but then also on top of that, like the price target increase they gave, it definitely would have been positive today. I feel like. Let's see. NIO can do Europe and China and elsewhere and not US and be the leader in the world. Exactly like I said, the US accounts for, it was something stupid small last time I looked, like 5-3 or some percent. It's not even 10% of the global EV sales last time I looked. So yeah, they should focus elsewhere. Just because NIO is down doesn't mean NIO isn't the most best up and coming EV company in the entire world. Will be all right. 170 at end of year. Yeah, heck yeah, outer space. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, exactly. It's anytime people see a day like today, they just kind of start panicking and they lose sight of the long-term picture. So yeah, you gotta try to keep your emotions out of it, even though it's so hard to do. I mean, I've been doing this like 10 years and I just recently like really started getting good at that. So it takes, obviously for every person it's different. But it took me a while to get over that. But once you do, man, it's nice.
What's going on, Domino? How you doing, man? Yeah, 170 by end of year, that would be fantastic. I'm sticking with my 75 to, I think it's 70 to 75 is where I'm sticking it.
Yeah, 70 to 75.
Chad's
Domino 5. Domino 5. You're happy. I know you got a smile on your face.
The only thing green in my portfolio today is Apple. Yeah, Apple did pretty good today. It was up what, like 1.8% or something like that?
1.8 or so. Yeah, and then Microsoft. I'm in Microsoft as well. It was up 0.8%.
Yeah.
So
wow,
yeah, Apple
had
did
a
good
good tear here in the last couple days.
Yeah.
In the last month.
It's been doing all right.
Damn.
I know there was a lot of comments coming in, so I know I missed some. So if I missed them, send them again or something.
Yeah, you guys, if we sometimes when there gets a lot of people in here talking, if we miss your comments, just send them again, or you can do one of those fancy super chats.
Yeah,
if you're into that stuff. But yeah, if we miss it, just send it again or do a super chat or whatever, and we'll try to answer. And we try to answer all the questions on here. We try to maintain that level of like realness with you guys. We're trying to
personal level.
I don't know. Personal level, yeah, something like that. We try to keep up with you guys, so we're trying not to be one of those. We don't want to get to the point where we're one of those streamers where we don't get to answer all the questions, and I know how that feels to be on a big stream and never get your question answered. So
right, yeah, Richard, US is like 2%. Yeah, I couldn't really remember. I knew it was between like 3 and 6% or something. I know it was just stupid low compared to Europe.
God,
Love it. Picked up 5 more shares at 45. Heck yeah, Anthony. I bought more today as well. You think NIO would ever do a stock split? I don't want them to ever do a stock split.
Yeah, we'll
I don't
talk
think
about
they
that.
will.
Yeah.
I don't think
the amount of shares they have is like double of Xpeng and Lee. They have like 1.6 billion outstanding shares. So if they do a stock split, we're in trouble. That would be terrible.
Correct.
We need. Don't do that.
I don't see them doing a stock split anytime soon. But yeah, I also don't want them to do a stock split.
Right.
Sorry to get off NIO, but any idea when the shorts will be bought back? I believe today would be the 13th and the last day on threshold list. I mean, that's what I heard was the 13th. But I've also heard, there's been other dates that have been thrown out, and that day comes and nothing happens. Then,
I heard the 21st of last month.
Yeah, and then there was another one after that, I think, as well. There were like 2 dates recently that were supposedly the dates or the shorts had to cover, and then nothing happened those days.
Right.
And then now the new one is the 13th. So we'll see.
Hopefully.
If everyone doesn't panic sell by then maybe something will happen. But it's not looking good right now.
Right. Let me see here. So I was gonna read one of them.
I was just gonna read. Do you guys think
go ahead.
Do you guys think it'll go down to 40? What's the resistance now? Resistance is like 45. If we break that, then yeah, I could see it going.
No, resistance is going to be like our 50. I would say 50 range. Support's going to be 45.
Oh, support. Yeah, I meant support. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
He picked up 5 shares at $45. Back to Orthodox, he said he picked up. He got a NIO at $34. So that's a hell of a move on his end. We saw a lot of people pick up around the 30s, which is what we were pushing for, because I bought a couple back in the low or mid to low 30s, somewhere in there, as well, to lower my cost average. So
yeah, Richard, you are right. What causes more dilution is them just doing a share offering, kind of like, I don't know, NNDM, how they were doing one, it seemed like every month.
Speaking of the devil, where is NNDM?
Yeah, but I mean, either way, we don't want more shares. It's not good.
I was like, wait, they ran all the way back up to 17. I'm looking at the year chart.
Oh.
I was about to freak
I haven't looked at NNDM for a while.
They ran up to about $9.30 recently, and then kind of pulled back. It seems like a lot of things are starting to do that little pullback.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, India's market is huge. I know Tesla is getting into India, or will be getting into India.
Yeah, it'll make me wonder if NIO decides to move in that direction to India, if they will do that before the States or after.
Right.
It'd be kind of interesting to see how that plays out. I would love for them. I just want them here in the States. I would love an ET7.
Yeah.
NIO, I know you're in our chat. I know NIO's here. I know they're here.
Yeah, they gotta be.
So, like, if you guys want to send us an ET7, we'll happily review that thing for you guys. We'll drive it around the States. Easy.
Right. Yeah.
Just DM me.
I would love an ET7.
I'll send you my information.
Anthony, what price would make you guys not purchase any more NIO shares? I don't really have a set dollar amount. Like, I know some people are like, oh, I'm not going to buy NIO anything over, say, 45. I don't really have a set thing like that, because just as time goes on and more money becomes available, I'm going to just keep buying as long as the company is moving in the right direction.
Right.
That's kind of how I look at it.
My concern is buying more when my average is lower, because I really don't want to raise my cost average. But then again, I want more shares of NIO because I know how I personally know how I feel like it's going to be really good in the future. So,
right. So it's like,
concern.
Yeah, so it's like you don't want to buy it now because you would raise it, but you also want more shares. But if you wait 6 months and buy more, you're gonna raise your price target or your cost basis even more. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really have a set price. Right now, it's at the point. I think it's like 31% of my portfolio, 32% of my portfolio. So I'm not really trying to add a whole lot more shares. I mean, I did add more this morning, and if it keeps dipping, I'll add more, but I'm also not really trying to add a crap ton right now. But I mean, I'm also going to take advantage of it being down. Open a different account, buy NIO there. Let's see. Bought a couple in 45 a few weeks ago. Now I got my $35 buy price alert set up to buy some more. Hey, Outer Space, thank you. We really appreciate it. If we miss any of you guys' questions, just do something like that, because that, obviously we won't miss it then. Because sometimes comments start coming in here so fast we can't keep up. Like, I know we missed some earlier. It was out of control, which thank you guys. If you haven't yet, hit that sub and like button. The like button really helps the stream, get more eyes on it. Really helps us out. But let's see. I have a $65 call on NIO expiring at 8/20. I think it'll be profitable. That's gonna be I don't know. That's hard to say. That's a riskier one there. I don't know if it's a 65. I bought 100 more shares when it hit 47 today. I am from Norway, and I am going to buy the ET7 right when it hits Norway. Then it'll be building the battery swap station in my city. Heck yeah. I don't think you're the one, the other one that said that he's or she is from Norway. So that's pretty cool that we have.
Yeah. If you buy a NIO, like, send us pictures, let us know. You can get our emails or leave a comment. Our email is in our our info tab on our YouTube page. So click that email, send us an email with some pictures and stuff. We'd love to see it. We'll show it on there. We'll shout you out and everything. We've had that happen a couple times where someone ran into a NIO in California, and
I think there's one in like Switzerland or something.
Yeah, we had a guy from China as well who went to the
his friend.
Where did he auto show? The Shanghai Auto Show.
Yeah, his friend was at the Shanghai Auto Show and had pictures, and then they sent them to us, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, if you buy one, heck yeah, let us know how it is. Send us pictures and all that stuff, because that's right. I would love to have an ET7.
Right.
I just need to get in the States.
Yo, first, Outer Space with the $2. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Huge. Thank you so much for that.
And thank you for all your support lately. You've been, in a lot of the live streams and in the chats and comments and everything recently. So thank you.
I don't know which comments you've been talking about. Have you got most of these?
I'm pretty much caught up now. Unless I know we missed some probably if we scroll up, but yeah.
Richard, you're very, very bullish on NIO. You're more bullish than I am, and I thought I was extremely bullish. I just looked at my portfolio today, and I'm like 80% in NIO. So,
I mean, just send it, man.
Full send, dude.
Full send.
What are your thoughts on the news of China's crackdown? I don't see these EV companies being their target, in my opinion. No, honestly, Amir, I don't see China cracking down on EVs. I think China wants to be one of the bigger EV. They want to be the big EV dog, and so they're going to push NIO. They're going to push XPeng and Li to become some of the top ones, because then they're just going to expand in other countries to be the top dog there too. So,
right. I mean, just look at all the money that the government is putting into EV stuff,
right.
They're killing us. They're making us look dumb with how many charging stations and stuff they have, like third-party charging stations. Like, it's out of control how much money China is putting into EV stuff. So,
right.
Cheryl, heck yeah.
Cheryl finally caught us live.
Yeah. I think
welcome in.
I think they commented. They just missed it like a couple days ago, or one of our streams. They commented saying they just missed it.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Cheryl.
Yeah,
we were just talking about you.
Welcome. Yeah.
You went on a shopping spree today. I'm kind of hoping a lot of people did. It was a really good pullback for a lot of things. Great chance to buy whatever you guys are interested in looking at. Depending.
I bought some things. Not a whole lot share wise, just in case things keep dipping. But I bought some more NIO, some more Roku, a little bit more of XPeng. Let's see what else. I bought some charge point because I've been talking about that for a while, that I wanted to get in that long term, but I wanted a pullback. So yeah, I bought some stuff. If everything keeps dipping, I'm gonna buy some more. But
right,
yeah.
Dropped 22 grand on NIO today. Wow. Damn, power player out there. When it was down 6%, do you think, as this company is targeting more new age buyers, it will also help combine with Bitcoin in their sales plans? Maybe. I know there was talks of NIO doing like their own crypto as well, so I don't know if they'll get into Bitcoin because China just cracked down on Bitcoin, so that could be questionable.
Yeah, I don't see that.
But then again, the people that are investing in Bitcoin now and all these cryptocurrencies are the future of all the countries. So you'd think at some point, they're going to do some. I don't know. That's kind of a weird scenario.
Yeah. Cheryl, I got a question for you. And everybody else, I guess, that wants to answer it. Just clear things up from last stream. Does the pancake syrup, syrup, does that belong in the fridge?
Had to bring it up.
So random, but I want to get some other people's opinions. Do you put syrup in the fridge?
Yes, I do, because I'm normal.
I'm so disappointed in you, Cheryl. Unbelievable.
Let's get it.
Anthony, he knows what's up.
Let's see here. Curious because I've seen on YouTube a NIO owner saying they got NIO. Saying NIO gave out lifetime swaps for free if they purchased a NIO last year before October. If I'm not mistaken, when will we see revenue from that? So
I haven't. Go ahead.
I haven't heard that. It'll be interesting to see. I would like to do maybe a one-on-one with Mr. P because he's a NIO owner, and I'd like to talk with him about it since he has hands-on experience. So maybe we'll try to work something out with that guy and see if we can get something working. Maybe a live stream or an interview or something, because I would love to hear more about the NIO itself and what he thinks about them, what he thinks about the company and all that stuff. So my portfolio is no syrup is in the fridge, right?
Kind of looks like no is has a slight edge here on the fridge thing.
No, it goes in the fridge like a normal person. Well,
nope.
My portfolio is 50% NIO. My average is $34. I'm good at the moment. I will send you photos when I get my hands on the ET7. It will be a while though. Yeah, I mean, who knows whenever they get them, but I mean, even at just the ETA or the ET8, the ES8. Let us like if you get any pictures of that, just send them our way. Maybe you can go take one for a test drive or something. That'd be pretty cool. Follow-up questions with any thoughts on Dogecoin and Tesla. Doge is the only crypto that isn't really moving with the current upticks in the top 25. Yeah, so again, I think it all comes down to Elon Musk.
Doge he's the only thing that moves Doge pretty much.
Right.
So if he's quiet, then it's not going to be doing a whole lot.
Right.
NIO Power Day in 2 days. Any idea what will happen? There's probably going to release kind of some future plans of what they're doing and some like innovations possibly.
I would love to hear some new technology that they're going to release. Maybe wireless charging, something.
Yeah, because they patented that a while ago, so that would be huge if they did something like that. But honestly, other than they might release some innovations or something, we don't really know what's going to be released during NIO Power Day.
Right.
Was looking at ChargePoint before. How are they doing now? I mean, there was a big pullback today, but their RSI was out of control. So I was waiting for a pullback, and it's pulled back pretty good since the little peak that we had, like $38 or whatever.
They followed the same pattern as NIO. They ran up and then pulled back, had like a triple bottom, and then a recovery, and now it's pulling back off that recovery.
Yeah, so I bought some today, just a little bit. I always dollar cost average everything I do, so if it keeps dipping, I'll buy more. But yeah, I think they're going to be great long term. Like I've said before a million times, I've been waiting for a pullback to get into it.
Right.
So yeah.
Let's see here. I think with Tesla wanting to support it, it will give an advantage over NIO if they. I think with Dogecoin, if anything happens, that will be the big player with Dogecoin is Tesla accepting it as payment. I think that'll be the next big catalyst for Dogecoin.
I just saw what Anthony said. I'm sure you will be enjoying lasagna in your NIO ET7. That's funny.
Love it, dude.
Yeah. So Michael, ChargePoint's down. Yeah, that's why I bought. But yeah, the syrup doesn't belong in the fridge, by the way.
Unbelievable.
Michael thinks it does.
100% it does.
There's nothing on the bottle. There's nothing on the bottle that says it needs to be refrigerated.
But there's nothing on a water bottle that says refrigerated, and it tastes better out of the fridge.
I know. I obviously, but like things that your pancakes are nice and warm and hot. Why would you pour something cold onto it and make it cold? Makes no sense.
Un-American.
What will NIO do tomorrow and Friday? Get out your crystal ball. I actually lost my crystal ball here recently. It's an unfortunate boating accident. But yeah, I don't know. I think there will be some buyback unless the whole market's doing this whole crap. It might go down further, but with it pulling back like 15% from the little peak we had at the beginning of July, I would think it would definitely buy back some. Also, NIO Power Day, I mean, maybe it goes up a couple percent because of that, but I think, like I said earlier in the stream, that if they, I think it'll more likely go up if they release something good during the NIO Power Day on Friday instead of going up before. I think it would more likely go up after, just because there's not really anything hyping up NIO Power Day at all. There's like one article about it, and that was it. Let's see.
There was one thing I was gonna read. Do you do call options? Well, real quick, Richard said NIO Power Day will be shipping the swapping stations. Or yeah, there's actually a article that came out today that we're gonna make a video on about them sending those the swap stations to Norway. So look out for that. Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, and maybe they'll give more plans about what they plan on doing. Maybe we'll hear more what other countries are gonna get into. You know, maybe they'll kind of hint towards that by saying, you know, maybe these are the next countries we're going to be shipping power or the swap stations. Who knows?
Do you do call options? If so, what would you recommend for how long? I really like them long term. So we actually, Michael, we do not do option trading. It's just something we just never really got into, and I personally, I don't know how I feel about the risk versus the reward. And then having to constantly feel like I have to babysit, and it's just not for me. Right. So,
let's see.
I really can't give a whole lot of recommendations on that. So I apologize for that, but
I think, if the market has a big pullback, I think crash is overused. Do you think that stocks like Tesla, NIO, Palantir, etc., won't be affected as much as many other companies that are still new? I don't know. That's hard to say because with the whole correction, a lot of companies didn't pull back nearly as far as what NIO did.
Right. I feel like the term crash and correction is used for fear mongering. You see it a lot on Reddit. You see it a lot on YouTube and in the news. And I think we're literally, like, I feel like people that are investing in the stock market are talking themselves into these corrections.
Yeah. Like, I mean, basically. Yeah, you want. There's no better way to make a stock market crash happen than talk about a stock market crash.
Right.
My opinion.
Because I mean, you talk about it, everyone's gonna freak out and sell because they don't want to crash. Right. Then everyone sells, and then it crashes. And then it's like,
ding, ding, ding. Exactly.
Gosh, it amazes me that people.
Right.
Fall for this
so
crap.
many. Yeah, people need to, just not base decisions off emotion so much. But I mean, it's fear is
guys,
like
we just gotta not be as smooth brained.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Let's see. Any thoughts on Tattooed Chef? I think it's gonna be great long term. We've talked about this for in our, I think, live streams as well. I'll just kind of repeat what I've been saying, but I have a Sam's membership, and I don't know, 6 months, not even a year ago, there was only like one Tattooed Chef branded thing, and now they have. You know, in the freezer section, they have like the doors. Well, there's like a whole door thing, dedicated to tattooed chef. So they're obviously selling a bunch. I've tried some of their stuff and it was actually pretty good. There's a whole movement towards more like cauliflower crust and stuff like that. That's only going to grow and is growing in popularity. So feeds right into all that stuff. So I think it's going to be good long term.
Right. Let's see here. Appreciate that comment, Mike. Appreciate that. I read on Market Watch recently that some lawmakers are trying to block U.S. investors from buying Chinese stocks. Can you weigh in on that? I'm honestly, if that's on, I would love to see that article, because that wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know if that's. I think that could just been another fear mongering article. I don't see that happening, considering they just passed the law about Chinese like Chinese stocks, basically Chinese companies or foreign companies that are on the markets have to comply with the U.S. laws in order to stay on the market. So I can't imagine they would keep trying to pass that, but nothing surprises me when it comes from our government. So I don't trust them with a grain of salt. Yeah, crash.
It's zero.
Yeah,
where your stock is no longer worth anything, which has never happened even during the Great Depression. Yeah, exactly. My sister will be getting in a position of NIO tomorrow. Should she put in 10,000 tomorrow when it's down $4, or put in half and then add if it goes down? I'm a firm believer in dollar cost averaging, so I would at least split it up into halves, if not into fours. And because, I mean, like I said, I lost my crystal ball, so I don't know if it's going to keep going down. It could always, it could always keep going down. And it would suck if you put in the whole 10,000 right now and it just goes down.
Right.
So yeah, I would at least split it up into halves. Do 5,000, say, if it was me, I would do like 5,000 like tomorrow or something. And then wait a little bit, wait a day or two, see what happens. And put in the rest, or whenever you feel like it's a good time, put in the rest.
For me, I'm dollar. If that was me and I had 10 grand to put into the market, I'm putting in 2,500 now, 2,500 in. When it either goes down or maybe starts to kind of go back up, and just kind of cost average my way up and down. Yeah. That's what I would personally do. But you guys do what's best for you and your money. But yep. I would love to own a NIO, but I feel like in states people wouldn't like the idea of swapping the battery. Could that possibly hurt the stock? I don't think so. I look at it as like a gas station. Think of battery swapping like a gas station. You're just going there to get a new tank of gas.
That's faster.
All honestly. It is. Yeah, right.
Less than 3 minutes. Like, I'm not even halfway filled up with my gas tank in less than 3 minutes.
Right. Anthony, honestly, when I think of that, like when I think of swapping batteries, I think that the problem is going to be the older generation. That don't really invest, that don't know much. All they believe is in American everything, that like they just want what's they're used to. They don't like change. So yep. I think that's what's going to, and I don't even think there's enough of that to hurt the stock, honestly.
Right. I mean, I think they'll do good in other countries without the battery swap, just because they're cars, and then the whole NIO brand, like lifestyle stuff. Obviously, the battery swap is more of an edge, I feel like, over the competition, but I think they would do fine without it. But yeah, I think it definitely takes like some getting used to, I guess. Currently deployed in the Middle East, got bored and started trading, bought AMC out of luck, and found out about the squeeze. Heck yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got lucky. I will see if the squeeze actually happens, though, with AMC.
Right.
Michael, I'm assuming you're from the States. If you are, thank you for your service. Yeah, it also depends, Michael, when you got into AMC, you could be sitting pretty good right now. If you got into before, it really moved up. Correction is 10 to 20% drop. A crash is deemed more than 20%. Yeah. Just like you said, there was an EV crash in early 2021. Yep, exactly. Exactly like what you just said. But I feel like just crash is like overused. So it kind of loses its meaning. I guess like everyone's just throwing out the word crash all the time, just to get people's attention.
Right. Michael, I have a few EV stocks on hand. Anything other to keep an eye on? Nvidia. I'd keep an eye on Nvidia. Nvidia is doing a stock split. When was that? In July? Mid-July?
I think
something like that. So they're going to do a stock split, which I think I'm going to buy into Nvidia when that happens. I would love to buy before, but I don't have that much money. I'm using my own personal money, so I don't have that much money to throw at Nvidia. So I'll just wait and then buy in stock split.
Yeah, it all depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to make, long-term, nice, slow, long-term gains, or if you're wanting more risky stuff.
Right.
Because I currently have, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 stocks right now. And it's all just a mix between, long-term safe stuff and more risky stuff. So
right. Risky biscuit, dude.
It all depends on what you want to do.
Right.
If you let me know what you want to do, then I could, offer you some advice on possible things. But yeah.
Let's see here.
Thanks for the feedback, Cheryl. Heck yeah. No problem. Yeah, like JA said, Cheryl, CCIV, I think CCIV once they actually start delivering cars, plus once the merger's done, I think it's going to be great. I kind of look at it as possibly buying into Tesla in, the early years before it blasted off. Because CCIVs, I think their cars are going to be fantastic. Their tech is awesome. Their charging tech is fantastic. But yeah, they just need to actually start delivering stuff.
Who's the CCIV?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think CCIV will be great once they start delivering cars. But then again, you have Rival coming out, and I know there's with Rivian. Rivian's another one. Which
I'm
one's
excited.
backed by Arrival? Which one's backed by Amazon? Or is it Arrival or is it Rivian? I think it's Arrival. Maybe they're both backed?
I'm pretty sure. It's not Arrival, it's Rivian. Right? I don't know, I'm so confused now.
Right, there's so many damn EV companies out there anymore.
Rivian.
Yeah,
it's Rivian. That's what I'm excited about. I was even excited about that before the whole Amazon stuff. Because right now I think they have an order for 100,000 deliveries. But they're going to be, for Amazon, 100,000 delivery vehicles for Amazon. And they're going to do up to 300,000.
Right.
DJ, you just had to bring it back up. Syrup does not go in the fridge.
Sure does. Sure does. Got my vote on that. Let's see here.
CCIV is pretty behind. I think Ford is a safe bet, though. I think they'll dominate the EV truck line for the
right back. My dog got out. BRB.
Yeah, that is the bad thing about Ford is they have a lot of debt, like someone down here said. But yeah, the Ford Lightning, I think the price is great. The range is pretty good. I like that it looks like a normal truck. It's a good first truck, I think, for sure, to put out. And then you just build upon that. JMN. Yeah, battery swap is a paid option. Yeah, it's monthly. Depending on the size of the battery you want, it's a different price for the different sizes. CCIV is way behind in time than NIO on cars produced. I mean, yeah, they're behind everyone on cars produced because they haven't produced anything yet, really. So, but I think, a lot of people are waiting on CCIV stuff. They have over 10,000 reservations so far. Their cars and everything are fantastic. So they might be behind, but I mean, NIO was behind Tesla and, NIO sketching. So yeah, I'm not too worried about them being behind. But yeah, it's not going to help anything, but I don't think it's like a deal breaker. Yeah, Workhorse, not doing too hot. I haven't really been paying attention to them since they lost the USPS contract stuff.
Yeah. I think Workhorse is going to be, I said this multiple times. I think, Richard, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I think Workhorse is going to be like, what's that one company that is like went bankrupt? What's that? Lordstown. I can't ever remember that. Lordstown. Yeah.
I have NVIDIA and live in Nevada, LOL. NVIDIA is going to be good. They're getting into so many different things.
I'm coming to Vegas in September, dude. I'm excited for that. First time being out there. That'll be fun.
Apple, early phases of EV car, and that could double their share prices and have the safety for all their other products. I mean, if they find someone to make the car for them. which they're not. Last I heard, they can't find anybody, and they've talked to, I don't know, close to 10 different automakers now. Unless they want to pony up the money and actually do it themselves. But
I think Apple should stick to what they do the worst, and that's iPhones and computers.
Rivian is IPOing. I mean, I think Apple Car would be fantastic. All the iPhone or all the Apple, people that are obsessed with anything Apple would buy one up in no time, even over a Tesla. Rivian is IPOing. Yeah, I know. I've been waiting on that for a couple years now. I think it's going to be great. What are your expectations of Go EV? I always call it Canoe. I honestly don't even know. I'm assuming it's Canoe. It's probably
this
not.
one has been on my radar, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I haven't done any deep research on it. I just know that Wall Street Bet's got a hold of it and all that stuff.
I'm gonna look into this.
Honestly haven't really looked deep into it, so
I'll add it to the list.
Can't really give you solid advice on that. So Rivian isn't public yet, is it? No. Last I heard, it was going to be later this year, but that's been a little while now, so I don't know if that's still going to happen this year.
Right.
It sure would be nice.
Let's see here.
What is your price target for NIO at the end of this year? Mine is 80. Mike's is 70 to 75.
Yeah.
What do you think NIO will be at years from now? I mean, I think we did a video a while ago. It was like 2025. We saw it at like $500.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a $300 to $500 stock in 2025.
We need to do an update on that because a lot of stuff has changed since then.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be higher than that, depending on how their European expansion and everything goes.
What do you think NIO will be at a year from now? So a year from now, I think we'll see NIO around like the one. Honestly, based on what I'm seeing now, I'm gonna say like 120 range. If we can get out of this slump, but I'm gonna say 120.
Anthony says he lives in Vegas. Hit him up when you get there.
Ooh, I'll have to look into that.
Richard,
yeah, first time out there, man. We're going out there with a couple friends. That'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So, Flying Spirit Airlines out there. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. Richard said you should schedule a meetup in Vegas. I mean, I'm not going to be there, but he will be.
Yeah, it'll just be me.
Will AMC squeeze anytime soon? I don't have a position, but follow anyways. I mean, it's hard to say. I think the next couple of days are going to be what I think is the deciding factor. But I think people are already starting to panic sell, and if it just keeps selling off, then the real panic sell is going to be really happening. I mean, for it to supposedly on the 13th is the next day that the shorts have to cover.
Right.
But other dates have come and passed that supposedly they had to cover on those dates and nothing happened. But if it is the 13th, we obviously need to hold. But it seems like the last, we were holding in the 50 range, which was good. Gave you, made me feel good about it. But then lately it's been just dipping hard.
Right.
So we all need, if it's going to squeeze, everyone needs to hold it. But if we're selling, then it's not going to squeeze.
Let's see.
I believe all crypto mining companies are using NVIDIA. I can see a huge rip after the split as it'll be more affordable.
Yeah, everyone's using their freaking graphics cards, man.
Right. Try buying any of the new graphics cards. It's impossible. It's getting a little better, but it's pretty much impossible still.
Right. Yeah, if it hits that $300 to $500 range, there's gonna be so many rich people. I'm comparing it a lot to Tesla and how they're ripping, but I think NIO's ahead of Tesla as far as technology and where they're headed as a future. It's just a matter of things go out working with Tesla.
Yeah, wait until NIO's profitable, because Tesla didn't start really moving up until they were profitable, and so if the same thing happens with NIO,
right,
it's going to be out of control. And we see NIO being profitable. Well, I think you said by the end of this year, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking by the end of this year.
And then I said Q1 or Q2 at the latest next year. So
easy there, baby.
Vegas is great. You don't sleep much as there's nonstop action and excitement.
Yeah, that's honestly what I'm excited for. I'm just excited to go out there. It's just me and the wife and then a buddy. So a buddy and his wife, they go out there every year, multiple times a year. So they know how to. I was kind of going on with the JA's comment as well. They know the area. They know they're gonna show us like everything to do. Like so, there's this guy I saw on TikTok, identical one. I mean, down to the T, that looks exactly like Joe Exotic. 100 and I'm convinced that's Joe Exotic. Like it's unbelievably creepy how well this dude looks like Joe Exotic. Earrings, facial features, the mustache, the teeth, the hat, the clothes, everything, the accent. 100% it's Joe Exotic, and I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna meet him on Fremont Street. You watch. Let's see here. Robo taxis, battery swap, they old, raise some eyebrows. Robo taxi, battery swap, they old, raise some eyebrows. Trying to dissect that question.
Yeah, I don't.
Nate Birdwick, the ape emoji. Yeah, get some bananas in there too, man. Get some bananas in there.
There would be a Tupac lookalike as well. Yeah, I think last time I heard Tupac was chilling out in Jamaica or something, wasn't he?
Somewhere, who knows?
People supposedly saw him in Jamaica.
Yeah, there's so many lookalikes out there. It's unbelievable.
Right. Well, yeah, you'll probably see a bunch in Vegas because those people make money off that stuff.
Currently holding 8 calls on CCIV, 25, 27, 30s, and 35. Most expire at the end of October. Do you think that it's pretty safe bet?
Yeah, that's safe. In my eyeballs, I think that's pretty safe.
I mean, what's CCIV sitting at 25 now? I do think it's going to go up. When are they scheduled to start delivering? Do we know? Did they say?
No, it's just second half of this year. But I think by October they'll probably start delivering. If not, more news will come out. And the merger will be done well before that. Obviously,
yeah, it depends. I think the merger is going to be a big thing for CCIV. It's hard saying, it seems like a pretty safe bet, but there's always the risk of just CCIV just not doing anything. But I mean, that's so hard. It sounds like a safe bet, but
to me it's not a safe bet.
It just depends on what it does, what they deliver, and how they do it. We really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for that, Reggie. We do really appreciate that. But yeah, so hopefully let us know how it works out for you. I'm telling you guys, we like to talk about this kind of stuff. So that's the reason we started the channel.
Yep.
But let us know how it works out for you.
That's why we like doing the live streams too, because we can talk about anything you want to talk about, even if it's syrup in the fridge.
Right.
Let's see. Bob
was at 40. Oh, sorry. I was just going from that.
Yeah, I just saw him come in, so I was just gonna say.
NIO is at 46.35 in the after hours, up 0.2%. Yeah. So hopefully we see some kind of green day tomorrow. Usually when we see big dips like this, we usually see some kind of green day afterwards.
Yeah, hopefully. Unless it's just a big overall market thing that's going to continue for a while. Usually there's a bounce back because people are buying the dip. Years ago I was stranded in Vegas for an additional 4 days because of snowstorm back home. Oh, I didn't know how that story was going to go. My group got out in time and I was there by myself, had a blast. Well, at least you made lemonade out of lemons, or however that saying goes.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun time. AMC dropped a lot today too. Yeah, a lot of things dropped today. A lot of things.
AMC was real rough. It was almost down 10%.
Bob, welcome into the chat, my guy. Welcome.
Did you buy any more NIO, Bob? I bought a little bit today. Nothing crazy, but I did buy a little bit.
Special day today. Yeah, it was real special for a lot of people.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
Make sure to get the buffet pass. It's like $60. You can get all 4 buffets anywhere you want. So it allows you to get multiple casinos and taste the insane amount. That's what I think I'm the most excited for is the buffets. Like, I'm real excited for the buffets. I'm playing this casino game on my phone. This is not a sponsored ad, but I'm playing this casino game where they allow you to collect coins that you can actually get those passes for free. And I'm pretty sure I'm able to get one of them for free. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. So
he's going to have a heart attack.
I'm not going to have a heart attack, but
I mean,
might have to go to the hospital at least once.
Right. Is there something wrong with me that days like today don't upset me? No, there's nothing wrong with you at all. I'm assuming you've just gotten over the emotional part of it, which is
I used to stress over days like today, honestly.
Right.
But now I'm just kind of like,
right.
If I held at 30, I'm gonna hold now. So
right, exactly. Yeah, and I'm just gonna. You need to pretty much do the opposite of what your head is telling you. So if you're freaking out when it's going down 8% and your head is saying sell, 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 you really should be buy, buy, buy.
right.
Because I mean, think if you would have done that in the 30s instead of if there's anybody in here that sold in the 30s, and instead of selling in the 30s, you bought in the 30s, you'd be sitting real good right now.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're still base decisions off emotions in the stock market, basically just do the opposite what your head's telling you.
Exactly.
That's usually how it goes.
Let's see here. Bob's playing the waiting game. He did not buy any more. Buy any more for now. Vegan also says he got 3 calls for $60 in stock. Sick price on NIO.
Gives you access to 7 casino buffets, 24 hours. Can eat anywhere you want as many times. Not leaving Las Vegas. Has a great YouTube channel in Vegas. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be dope. I'm so excited. Me and my wife have never done anything like this before without the kids, so we're looking forward to it. What is your thoughts on ASTR? I feel like the CCIV has space startup behind SpaceX and Virgin. Honestly, I haven't heard of them. Maybe.
I haven't. I looked it up. I haven't heard of this
Space. One. It
Yeah,
seemed relatively new.
Yeah, we'll have to actually do some research on it.
ASTR. I'm gonna add that. So I got this list. I'm gonna show you guys this list real quick. Got this sweet little sticky note list going full of
Bob
things that we're gonna look at. So we just add it to the list, and we honestly do look at this list for new stocks to look into. So
yeah, because I'm not gonna just lie to you guys and act like I know every single stock. I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to give bad advice or
there's
anything,
millions of stocks out there, so
right.
Hey guys, I'm new here. What do you guys do for a living? To boss, thank you for being new here. Thank you for hitting the sub button and being a part of the community.
I think you need to add our faces back. I don't think our faces are anymore.
Oh, they are not back. There we go. So I actually am a operations analyst, operation controller, I think is what they call it now. I operate pipelines. So I work for a oil company and I operate the pipelines there. And I think that's all I can really say. Like, I don't want to say something that's going to get me in trouble. So
yeah, I'm a quality assurance manager at a company, a software development company.
Right.
Okay.
So that's pretty much, that's what we do.
We both have actual jobs outside of this. But
my job's real weird. I work 12 hours a day. So it's weird. Like 1 week I'll work 2 days out of the week, and then the next week I'll work 5 days out of the week, all 12-hour shifts, and then every other month I swing from days to nights, so it kind of sucks. That's why some of our videos are kind of like
it's hot garbage. His schedule is hot garbage.
Yes, it's real weird.
It's terrible. Right. If the days on and off aren't bad enough, then you throw in the switching from days to nights.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
NIO
here.
Sorry, I'm just keep going on the list. NIO July delivery prediction. Chad, I think you said what, 90, 200, 9300?
It was 93.
I'm going 95.
But then I think August, I think they'll do 10.
Right.
10,000. When are you going to Lost Wages, Mike? From Bob.
In September. So I'm taking a set amount of money with me, and that's all I'm gambling with, because you can't go out to Lost Wages and not gamble. So
right.
My buddy's like, my buddy's been out there multiple times. He goes out there for pool tournaments and everything. And he's like, we'll literally sit at a blackjack table, find like a $15 blackjack table, sit there and get free beer, and maybe spend $50, $100, for a couple hours just getting beer. Just depends how good we are at blackjack. So really look forward to that.
Yep.
I still stress, but them days of hanging out in the 30s with permanent red on the gain and loss column, built some Calisoma salt. Right.
Exactly. You know what's up. Loaded
that's
up on
pretty
NIO
much what it
today,
is.
and then it dropped a couple more dollars. Yeah, I bought. Actually, let's see when I bought. I did buy some more today, and it dropped. I'm only down 0.01% since when I bought, so that's all right. So yeah, I guess I can't complain there. I thought I was down like a 1.5% or so. Reggie, thank you again. You're just killing it.
Right.
I also bought NGAB merging with Embark Trucking. They will be the future driverless EV semis. That's another one I haven't looked at. Driverless EV semis would be obviously huge. And ATHN announced merger yesterday. Oh man, how did I miss that one?
ATHN.
Yeah, ATHN
I'm
announced
adding
merger
them to the list.
Yeah, we need
ATHN.
That's gonna be big probably. But yeah, driverless EVs, semis. That could be huge.
Right.
Let's see.
Bought a 30. You can come in.
Good. Bought on the 30s and 40s, and we'll continue to buy the dips. Yeah, exactly. JMN. Yeah. I mean, by now, if you've been a NIO in any time, you should be used to the dips, I guess, and just take advantage of them. Is YouTube worth your time? So we decided to do YouTube because so I guess if you don't know, we've been friends since like 8th grade. So, and even though I moved to Florida and he lives in Ohio, we still talk to each other, obviously, every day, even before this YouTube stuff. So we would always be talking about this kind of stuff anyway. So we're like, why not just, try to build a community, do a YouTube channel, see what happens. We love doing the live streams because we can talk to you guys about anything. So it's pretty cool, the community we have here, and then, shout out to the Discord. The awesome community we have over in the Discord is fantastic as well. Because then we basically think of it as the live stream, but nonstop, just a bunch of advice going on about any stock, other people bringing up, what they're watching, their opinions on it. A lot of, really smart people in there offering really good advice as well. So it's pretty much like a live stream, just all the time over in the Discord. And just talk about, whatever we want to talk about. So I do, we do love doing the live streams because we can just talk about whatever the heck we want with you guys instead of, NIO every day or whatever. Like we wouldn't talk about what we do for actual jobs outside of this or in a video. But let's see. Thank you for answering. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, obviously we try to answer every question. I know we're behind a little bit right now, but if we don't answer your question, just send it again and we'll most likely get to it. We're not trying to skip over anybody on purpose, at least. I love how you are working and watching your kid as well. I do the same thing, bud. NIO to the moon. I have 2,000 shares and I'm keeping them to the end. Yeah. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, Mike. I don't know if you're
yeah, I'm here. I'm just I was talking with Megan a little bit. Let's see here. Sorry. I love how you're working and watching your kids as well. I know do the same thing, bud. NIO to the moon. I have 2,000 shares and keeping them till the end. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing too. And yeah, life doesn't stop for me, so I have kids, I can't just, he just sits right here. So,
yeah, he's made an appearance a couple times. Yeah. Stock baby.
Yeah, we call him Stock Baby.
You'll hear him in the background. Sometimes. Can you please check Citrix? I haven't really looked into them as a company. I've had to deal with them with what I do as a job. I've had to deal with their stuff before. I know that they're a pretty darn big company, but I've never actually looked into them like on like a business level, like, what they're doing and everything. So I'd have to look into that. To actually having good advice if it's good long term or not. But I know I've heard of them. I've dealt with them before in multiple different jobs of Citrix stuff.
Let's see.
Go on my birthday, 9/11. Going. So I think you come back on the 11th, don't you?
Yes. So I come back on the 11th, and that's. So for those that don't know, let's throw this out there. Random fact about Mike. I've never been on an airplane. So I've never needed to be on an airplane for any reason. And this will be my first flight, and we're flying out on Spirit, so that's fun. I've heard things about Spirit. I'm not too concerned about that. And then we're flying back on September 11th, 20th anniversary. So I'm like, there's that. Like,
yeah, it's a little sketchy.
It's just, it's funny to think about never being on an airplane for your, ever. And then now you're going on like.
That's when you choose.
That's when paranoia is at its highest. And yeah. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't mind airplanes. I actually like smaller airplanes more than big airplanes, but that's just me.
Let's see here. Got some $48 NIO July 7th calls today, baby, on the dip. Calls on the dip. Yeah, so hopefully it works out for you. Hopefully we see a turnaround with NIO, and that actually turns out and benefits you better. So,
Cheryl, I would have bought today, but everything is going down. Wait to see where we land tomorrow. Yeah, that's why I only bought a little bit today. So it's either everything's going to be not a very good day again tomorrow, or there's going to be a buyback.
Right. Let's see here. What's your opinion on Go EV Go or Go EV? Yeah. So Muhammad, we talked about that a little bit. We don't know enough about it to give an opinion on it. But we do have it on our list of things to look at. It's been on my radar a couple times. I've been hearing multiple people talk about it. It seems that, if we look at the year to date, it seems that it's kind of, a little bit on the lower end of the RSI. So,
right.
I don't want to give advice on it because I don't know enough about it yet. So we'll keep an eye on it.
Reggie, what are you doing?
Let's see here. Reggie, what are you doing with your life right now?
Yeah, we're like, so we need to catch up on these
let's
things.
see here. I've been buying you since 2021, February. Damn. Yeah, we've been buying since mid to late last year.
Yeah. Cheryl, you two are great. Those types of friendships are the best. Hey, Ohio neighbor.
Go blue.
Oh, easy there.
Hang on, Cheryl. Where's the ban button?
Yeah, just put you in timeout
Go
real quick.
blue. I just threw up. Let's see.
I'm not even a sports fan, but yeah, that's hot garbage. Get that out of here.
Frank Carragher. I love that name, Frank Carragher. I think he's trying to it kind of goes with Frank Gallagher, which is from.
Probably not even that.
What is it called? There's a show on HBO that the main character's name was Frank Gallagher. If that's a resemblance or if that's your real last name, I think that's cool. Yeah. Been buying since January 2021, NIO long, aren't we all? That's pretty much what we're all in as well. So
long and strong.
Thoughts on Wish?
Yep, there you go.
I'll take this one because Chad doesn't believe in it. I actually bought into Wish back just after IPO, and I sold out at like $30 or so back here when it started dipping.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same thing.
Yeah, but I actually bought in with Wall Street Bets taking it up, and I'm holding it like $13 or $14 right now. I was actually up in it, and I didn't sell, and now I'm down 25%. So guess who's holding that? This guy. Yeah, so I'm holding that one right now until it goes back up. But TipRanks has this actually pretty good, so look into TipRanks. Go to TipRanks, look up Wish, and that one actually has a pretty good hold on it. I think 24 is their high, so it's sitting pretty good.
Yeah, so moving on, what was the stock price of your first purchase of NIO shares? The last time I remember is $18, but I'm pretty sure I got in around like 16 or 14.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got in at like 14 or 15, somewhere in that ballpark. And then I was so skeptical on it. I think I pulled the trigger at like 18.
Yeah. Stock Baby will be inheriting those NIO shares.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Hey, a lot of people are saying that Stock Baby's cute. Did he make an appearance? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he did make an appearance. Yeah, he just got a new Cincinnati Reds outfit, so he made an appearance.
I must have missed that. Jack, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate that. We really do.
You're awesome as well. Planes are fun as long as it isn't too crowded.
Well, it's Spirit, and they cram you in there like sardines, so I'm kind of hoping it's not too crowded.
Right.
Safest mode of flying, transportation. I believe it coming from Bob. So
yeah, coming from Bob. I mean, maybe
I've heard. Obviously, I've heard it's the safest transportation, but it's just more. I think it's common amongst new flyers. The first time flying, you kind of probably get the jitters and stuff. But I'm sure my wife is like, yeah, you're gonna think you're dumb when we get back.
You'll like be freaking out when you go to land or something. You'll be spazzing, like death gripping on the something, and you'll be like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I honestly like smaller planes more. Even sketchy, like I don't know what the heck they're called. The ones that they can land on water or on land.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of it. It sounds stupid right now, but I've flown in those a lot in Canada, and those things are fantastic. But then I also like, cause you're just not as high. They don't go as fast, and they can land on water. But then I've been in personal jets that those things are flying higher and a heck of a lot faster than commercial stuff, and that's
right.
Those things are cool.
Dustin
but
says non-pancake eating people made today red for everyone else. Also, Mike syrup.
Yeah.
Mike stuck syrup in the fridge again. Yeah. So syrup does belong in the fridge, Dustin. And I do love pancakes. So.
No. Waffles, dude. We can start that argument too.
Right.
Yeah, Dustin. He probably his wife probably went to the store, bought some syrup, and he stuck it in the fridge, and that's why we're down today.
Right.
How it goes.
100%.
You'll love flying too. You'll want to travel everywhere now. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I've been on a plane quite a bit, and I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. And you just get to places a heck of a lot faster.
So Reggie with the super chat. Last one for today, LOL. Go to Embark Trucking website. There is a video which shows a truck driving. It's amazing. Still low risk SPAC prices. Hope this helps get in early with little risk. Thank you both guys. Reggie, again, we appreciate it.
Yeah, huge thank you. We'll have to look into that because that sounds fantastic, especially if it's, they're doing a SPAC deal and, hasn't really gone through yet. Perfect time to get in.
Right.
Huge thank you to you, Reggie. You're awesome. Killing it today. But yeah, we're going to be looking into that. I'm a pro poker player. I'm in Vegas constantly, on my way there tonight for I don't know, a WP
2-0.
That's what I was
brother. I want to see you rob the place, man. Go rob Vegas right now. Go do it, man.
Alan, awesome. Thank you for being a YouTube member and got the little dollar bags next to your name. Neil killing me today. Yeah, it does hurt.
Yeah, we all love it.
I bought a little more.
Right.
Not gonna lie.
Shameless. That's it. That's the show. Shameless. Dustin in for the win. So there's a guy. His name's Frank Gallagher on Shameless. I love it, dude. I love it. If you have HBO Max or anything, go watch Shameless. It might be even on Netflix. It's on Netflix as well.
Anthony,
so I'm telling you, watch it.
Anthony, hot syrup is best. No need to put in fridge. Exactly.
Cheryl,
and Bob, float planes. Yeah. I just couldn't think of it. I knew you would know. What's
your biggest investing blunder?
Our biggest investing like screw up, I'm assuming you're talking about.
I didn't have I don't know if I would consider this a screw up. I just bought high and sold low. So I'm still salty about this. Peloton. I bought Peloton, and I can't stress this enough. I cannot make this up. I bought Peloton literally the day, the minute, the second at the peak.
Literally.
The very peak. The moment I hit submit, it completely tanked. I lost like 15% on that day.
Told you it was hyped, but don't listen.
That's an argument for another day. An argument for another day.
I told him it was hyped up. I can't really think of any that stand out. I know, back when, early years of investing, you do stupid stuff off emotion, and I've bought stuff and then sold low based off emotion. Can't really think of any big one that, back then I was mainly just doing mutual funds. And if I did buy a stock, I put in a very low amount into the stock. So if I did buy a stock high and sold it low, I wasn't really losing very much because back then I didn't really put a whole lot into stock. So I can't really think of any, big mistake that I've made like that where I've lost like a lot of money. I've obviously screwed up. It'd be, everybody is screwed up, but I can't really think of any like big thing that I lost a bunch of money on. I did gamble with GameStop the first time around and, turned out all right with that and haven't screwed with it since.
Right.
I've got lucky a lot of times, but also it's kind of luck. It's kind of also after you've been doing it a while, you know how to read charts and you know when to get in and out of things. And
it helps you
and
avoid those kind of mistakes.
Right. I don't really do it very often, but I do, you know, get into the hyped up things just to get in and out real quick. Like I did it with Dogecoin and, you know, made out really good on that stuff. But it's just stuff the best way to learn is from your mistakes. And I sure have made mistakes. But like I said, nothing huge because back then when I was making a lot of mistakes, or at least some mistakes, it wasn't with a lot of money. So it's not really anything that really sticks out to me.
Right.
Hey, Mike, if you want a secret spot only locals know about, go to Esther's Kitchen in downtown.
Esther's Kitchen. I'll have to ask my buddy about that.
See, when I go to new places, that's what I want. Like, I want the local stuff. Like, I don't want the touristy nonsense.
Well, we are going to go to Hell's Kitchen, which is Gordon Ramsay's thing, and it's where the two teams like battle it out. And I'm hoping, I pray, he's probably not going to be there, but I'd love to see Gordon Ramsay there just yelling at people. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. What the skunk happened to NIO today? Yeah, it was not a good day. Just a lot of different things all at once happening between the media and just a whole bunch of stuff. Kind of caused it to go down today, but hopefully, you know, we're up about 0.5% right now. Kind of hoping it pulls, you know, we see a run up tomorrow and things kind of recover, but kind of a lot of things all at once. There wasn't really like anything bad against NIO. It was just kind of the whole sector going down today. So
yeah. So Anthony has a good point here. So cold syrup on pancakes. So you put cold cheese on top of your lasagna right at the dinner table? Question mark.
Right.
So is that what you do? You're like, nice hot warm lasagna. Let's put some cold cheese on top of this.
No, I don't add any more cheese than what's already on there. Nope.
That's funny. That's funny. CCIV was my mistake.
Ooh,
CCIV was almost my.
Yep.
Yeah,
that got me beat.
Yeah. CCIV was almost my mistake, but I sold.
CCIV is my problem child that I'm holding on to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's hurting me right now.
That was worse for you than Peloton.
Yeah, that was a lot worse than Peloton. Sure. I was buying up, but was not expecting that massive ass crash, and it happened. And so now I've been averaging down. So now I'm just holding, waiting, patiently.
Yeah, that was one of the only times where a trailing stop loss has actually worked out for me.
Right.
But yeah.
The thing is I had the trailing stop loss hit, and I was positive right at the beginning of that crash, and then I freaking bought back in the next day because nobody knew what this was going to do, and then it tanked, and I
bought back in too, but I bought, I don't know, a 20th of what I originally had in. So I'm still holding a tiny little bit from pretty decently high, but I mean my average is like I think low 20s because I barely have any shares at stupid high.
Right.
But yeah, any predictions for Power Day? I don't really think it's going to be a super hyped up thing like NIO Day.
I think it'll be good. I think we're going to. I hope they announce. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I think that it could go up after Power Day, not before, because they might release something good.
Right.
I would hope that something good comes out of Power Day. Well, their future stuff, battery tech wise. So yeah. But I don't think it's going to go up for Power Day, like in anticipation of Power Day.
I do hope they announce something big, though, that really helps drive it up. Wireless charging or something big. But, we'll find out.
What do you guys think will happen? Yeah, what do you think will happen with AMC? I think the next couple of days are going to be the deciding factor, probably what happens with AMC, because I think it's been selling off, and if it keeps going, I think there's going to be, real panic selling starts happening. Because we were kind of trading sideways for a while, and everything was peachy, but then it started selling off, and today we were down almost 10%. And panic is going to start setting in with people if it starts going down.
Yeah. I'm up like 97% right now in AMC. I've been letting it fall back. I was up like 130 or something crazy. But I just been holding on to it. But if it starts to push 40, I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger and sell out, keep my profits, and just let it ride. And if I miss out on hundreds of millions of dollars, I miss out on the millions of dollars. But I I think if we hit this 40, I think this 40 is going to be a telling tale. If we can hit 40 and it falls below 40, I think a lot of people are going to sell out, and that's going to be the end of AMC for now. Yeah. But I could be completely wrong. I could be 100% wrong. So
yeah,
don't bite my head off. It's just what I think.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed about DD not holding. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go down again, but then also, you know, kind of everything Chinese and not Chinese was down today. So kind of also not surprised. I just didn't obviously wanted to see it go down more than what it already did the previous day.
Yeah. But DD's on the lower end of the RSI, so keep that in mind as well. So I think once they get their problems situated, that could be a turnaround for DD. NIO is number 1 in my portfolio, but CCIV will be my number 1, being as I can scoot up more shares until they start taking off. Yeah, and I think that's it could be for a lot of people. It's dirt cheap, and their cars look really good. They're doing really well from all the stats they've been producing, and what they're telling us is what it's going to be. If they can, you know, get that, what was it, like 500-mile range? I think it's 500 miles. So if they hit 500 miles, then we'll see some really good things come out of CCIV.
What are we talking about? Sorry,
just talking about CCIV range and how eventually they're going to be good if they can get off the ground with their deliveries.
Oh yeah, their ranges are. I mean, their minimum range is better than anything Tesla has right now.
Right.
So it is only by one mile, just for just to be.
Let's see. Don't be sad about NIO. It's not like it's just. It's not like it's just NIO that dropped the whole sector. Exactly. The whole sector.
Yeah, that's how you got to look at it. You know, back especially when NIO was dying back to $30. Everyone, we saw it all the time in the comments. NIO's dead. It's terrible. You know, everything ridiculous like that. And but everything else is too. It's not just NIO. Like if NIO was the only one tanking, like yeah, there's probably a problem. But it's overall, everything. So that's what you got to remember. You got to look at the broader picture here.
Do you have an all-time favorite stock? So there's this one small stock that I really like. I think it's
I don't know
NIO.
if you've ever heard of it.
NIO. Yeah. It's like 80% of my portfolio.
Yeah, it's both of our biggest holdings. So yeah, that's my favorite stock before NIO. Well, I don't know if it beats NIO, but I mean back in the day, Chewy was killing it for us.
Oh, Chewy. I really like Chewy.
Best performing stock.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like Chewy.
I have a lot of favorite stocks, but yeah, NIO. I mean, obviously, it's probably our favorite.
Lewis, that's exactly what you got to do, man. Patience is key. Lowering down, dollar cost average down. I mean, I 100% agree. Exactly. Now you're sitting good on NIO, so.
Yep. Instead of freaking out selling, instead of freaking out selling at a loss, you did what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Buy more and average down. NIO is my baby. Yeah, is it your biggest holding, Cheryl? I think it's like
doing some DD on index or IDEX because I heard some of them creep up in the mentions. Owned by a McMahon. I wish it was higher just so I could bet it all in the fall. Well, I mean, there's IDEX. Is that on the list? I thought that was on the list. No, DD's on the list, so I'm gonna cross that one off because we're looking at that. And then IDEX.
So Cheryl, is that your biggest holding, like percentage wise of your portfolio? Let's see. I missed something.
At what price will you guys stop buying? I wouldn't say anything above my average.
Cheryl.
But it's I don't know. I still feel like NIO's really cheap right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, just where we're at now to where we'll be at the end of the year. Right now, it looks cheap. So, yeah.
All right. I hate
NIO is 55% of my portfolio. It's 99% of Cheryl's portfolio. Heck yeah, send it.
Full send.
I want to buy. Yeah, I don't care if NIO drops more. I want to buy under my average cost. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just keep on buying.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what I want to do as well. I think we're gonna wrap up stream here in the next minute or two. Been about an hour and a half now, a little over. Dinner's done for me, so I'm gonna go sit with the family, enjoy some family time, and
Yeah, so if you're not yet, with this cold cheese on top. So if you're not yet, put if you're not, hit that sub button.
Join the fantastic community that we got going on over here.
Trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month.
But we appreciate all of you guys being here. Every single one of you guys. Every single one of you. We really do appreciate it. And we're not saying that just to say that, but like if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So
right. And I mean that's why we try to get to everybody's comment, because we like doing this. It's not like we're just here to be here and don't care about you guys. Obviously we do, because trying to answer everyone's comment. And I love doing the live streams because we can chat with you guys about whatever the heck you guys want to talk about.
Right.
You get to know us more, we get to know you guys more. I like it. Yeah, Dustin, I've heard about notification issues on YouTube, but I guess the only thing I can say is just check to make sure that you have all notifications turned on. But
not just in the app. Check your settings like on your phone to verify that your settings for YouTube didn't get switched for like notifications.
Yeah, because I've heard of notification issues all the time.
Yeah. So there's really not a whole lot. Like the only thing I can say is maybe just hit the notification bell and
or maybe turn it off, turn it back on. Good old
give it the old reset. Yeah.
Give it the razzle dazzle.
Right.
Live stream helps a lot.
Yeah, it honestly does. It really helps. It allows us to talk about other stocks. It allows you guys to get to know us more than just what you see on the videos, and allows us to get to know you guys and answer your questions. So
yeah, I think it shows that we're just actual
average
people.
Guys. Yeah, we're just average dudes. So all right, guys, I think that's going to end the stream. We appreciate you all being here. We really do. I'm gonna go enjoy this hot lasagna with some cold syrup. That's a joke. Don't stone me for that. But yeah, so we will. We may have an afternoon stream tomorrow at noon. It depends if we're gonna do a video or a live stream. So just keep an eye on that. It's either gonna be a video at noon or a live stream at noon. So
either way, we'll be here at noon.
Yeah, I think we're gonna release. We may release a video tonight. We're not sure yet. We got one recorded. So it just depends. It depends. So
yeah,
daily dose of stock dudes and NIO trending. Yeah, we might try to reach out to NIO trending and see if he wants to do like a interview or something, a live stream. That'd be pretty cool to do with him. Get to know him and stuff like that.
Live stream, that would be sick. That'd be pretty cool. Live stream together would be pretty awesome.
Right, exactly. Between him, I'd like to get to Mr. P as well, because then we could talk about NIO, like what he thinks about NIO as well. So be fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for all your support. Again, if you're not subbed to the channel, hit the sub button. It's the best way to support the channel, and it keeps you guys up to date on all things NIO and stock market related news. And that's going to wrap it up. So like we say in every video, we'll see you guys in the next video.